Hello everybody, and welcome to Vlog Every Day in April. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of a late start. It is the 3rd, but better late than never. Right, so in the interest of Vlog Every Day in April, I figured let me show you guys how to get started vlogging easily without having to set up all sorts of fancy gear. Okay, I do have fancy gear, which I'm using right now, but it's a bit of a mission to set up if you're going to vlog every day. And since my partner Pi and I decided we're going to try and do VEDA this year, we decided let's try and make this as simple as possible so that we actually try and do this every day. In the interest of making VEDA as easy as possible so that we can actually complete the month of making a vlog every day, we decided let's make the simplest vlogging setup that we can. Well, for that we're going to use the following equipment. Here we have a GoPro Hero 7 black, the GoPro Hero 7 cage and bolt, a Rode Video Mic Go, a GoPro USB-C mic adapter, and a Joby Gorilla Pod. You don't need a Gorilla Pod this big, okay, but this one is nice in that it gives you these extra 2 little arms so that you can mount the GoPro and the microphone at the same time. Otherwise you might need some Velcro or something to mount the camera or the microphone. Okay, so in this case I'm not going to actually use the center mount. Okay, that's because I might want to actually be able to mount my DSLR in the middle during the month, and I'll be able to leave the vlogging gear attached on the sides. Okay, so I've got my Gorilla Pod, okay, and I've already attached my GoPro mount to this top Q20 mount, and I've attached a cold shoe mount to the side here. Okay, the cold shoe mount comes with actually both of these attachment points come with this particular Gorilla Pod. This was the Gorilla Pod 5G, if I remember correctly. It's a bit pricey, but it's very sturdy. I know a lot of vloggers have been breaking their lenses on DSLRs with these in recent months. So be wary when leaving big cameras with big lenses on a Gorilla Pod. But for the little camera we're going to use, this will be plenty sturdy. So we got that mounted. Okay, I'm just going to spread these out so that it can sit on my table. In the meantime, we're going to take our GoPro Hero 7. What we're going to do is open up the little door on the side, okay, where the USB port is, okay, and what we're going to have to do is remove this little door. Okay, that's because we need access to this USB port while the cage is on. Now to do this, we need to pull this door off at a 45-degree angle, like this, very carefully so that we don't damage it. Okay, it just unclips like that. Okay, just pull it down at a 45-degree angle very gently and it'll unclip. Okay, store it in a safe place. You don't want to lose it. Okay, you can buy replacement ones, but they're not cheap, so make sure you keep it handy. You need that to keep your GoPro waterproof if you go in the water with it. Okay, without the door, this is going to get full of water and it's going to stop working. Okay, I'm going to stick this in the cage Okay, this is what allows us to mount it to our GorillaPod. Okay, so we stick this into our GorillaPod mounting, put the screw in, and that's in there. Cool. Now, get our microphone, slide it into our cold shoe. The reason it's called a cold shoe is because there's no electrical connections in that mount, as opposed to a hot shoe where there is. Okay, we now take our USB microphone adapter and we plug that into the USB port on our GoPro. Get that in there, and then plug our microphone in here. And we are just about set. Now we can turn on our GoPro. Okay, and the GoPro will detect that you've plugged in this adapter. Okay, and it'll start getting its audio from this external microphone. Okay, now since we're going to be vlogging, okay, you might not want the sort of fisheye effect. So what you might want to do is choose to use a linear perspective instead of the super wide view. If you want to get a more normal linear view, you're going to have to reduce your resolution down to like 2.7K to get the linear on the Hero 7. On some of the older models, you'll have to reduce your resolution even further, but pick what works best for you on the model of GoPro you have. But the great thing is, with this little rig like this microphone is actually out of the view of my camera. Okay, if these were closer together, it would be in the way, but I can actually adjust the positioning of these arms so that they're definitely not in the way of each other. Okay, but this microphone produces much better audio than the built-in microphones on the GoPro. That's because the microphones on the GoPro are waterproofed and they produce a bit more of a muffled sound. Whereas the Rode microphone here is a cardioid type microphone. It's a shotgun type, so it receives really clear audio from the front and rejects audio from the sides and back. Okay, now let's get a bit of a sample here, and you can see there's my studio lights and the ATD that I'm currently recording on with the little video mic on top of it. And this is the GoPro audio. You can see the recording there. That's at 2.7K at the moment. And you can hear the audio from the mic. And of course you can single hand that, and it's very, very light. Much lighter than carrying an ATD, that's for sure. But of course you can leave this set up on your desk. You can plug it in to charge via USB, not a problem. It's very quick and easy to set up if you need it. And the cool thing is you can even copy the files from the GoPro to your phone and upload straight to the internet from there. Okay, sure. You can stop that recording. So I hope that's been helpful to those of you who are interested in getting into vlogging. it's not that hard. I mean, it's honestly the part that I find is the hardest for many people is getting over the shyness of being in front of the camera and remembering to look at the lens, not the screen. And that's less of a problem with the GoPro, because you don't have the screen to look at. So it's great. For those interested in following me further, this is my personal channel. My main channel for my higher quality content is over at Carlsenheim Studios. This is my more rough content, if I can put it that way. My less produced content, if I can put if I want to put it that way. This is like the get it out the door like type of stuff, whereas my other channel is for like my more polished work. So if you're interested in seeing some of that, go over to Carlsenheim Studios to see what other work I'm up to. Otherwise, subscribe here or there, or both if that interests you. And yeah, see you next time, and catch you later. Cheers folks, happy vlogging.